What's up, guys? So we're back here for another quick video on our pads. I want to do a real quick run through just kind of on what the Nashville number system is and how to utilize it to just kind of do the basics that we need you to do when we're playing the pads. I know there's some great videos. I think Brooke has cut a pretty good video on Nashville number system within the pads section, and I'm sure that you can go see some of those sections. There's going to be some great Nashville number system videos. So just quickly, all I want to touch on is a quick what is it, why do we use it, how can we utilize it to kind of find what I call our home base, and then how can we kind of flow through the progression, keeping the Nashville number system in our head. So quickly, what is it? It's just it's a progression chart based off of the numbers of a scale as opposed to just seeing the individual letters for every chord you're supposed to play. Just kind of to give you a quick example, say we were in the key of C. That was going to be the scale we're playing. The numbers just, on a keyboard, is super easy. Numbers just flow out of the keyboard. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, back to 1. So why is this important? Why can't we just print a chart? Because honestly, it would absolutely drive Pastor Travis and them crazy having to print so many charts for every key possible. When you have a full worship team, you may have 2 guitar players playing in 2 different chord shapes that he would have to have a chart for each one of them. Electric guitar player might be doing something a little bit different too as far as his chord shapes. With this, he can print one chord chart and we're all on the same thing. So we're all playing the one. They may just be capoed. Maybe they're playing in an A shape or something. And so they can play their A chord, capo it up where they need to, and we're all playing the same key. So you just utilize those scales to do it that way. So it creates simplicity. Also, as you learn it, it creates for you an ability to transpose quickly. You know, there's been times that we've showed up on a Sunday morning planning to do a song, maybe in C, and you know the vocalist had caught a cold over the weekend or what, and needed to drop it a half step to B. Well, rather than us having to scramble to find new chord charts, same chord chart, we just move down to B, run your scale in your head, and you're ready to go. You can transpose a lot quicker. So how are we going to utilize this? Why is this going to be important? So again, I'm going to use our example in the key of C just for the simplicity of you seeing it. But our home base, we're almost always going to start a song, fade our songs in, playing the 1 and the 5 of whatever key, whatever scale we're in. So usually you'll see us kind of fade that up. This is kind of your safe space. I tell some pads players, this is where we're going to start almost every song. This is where, if you happen to get lost within a progression, this is a place you can come back to, and it still holds that kind of that glue of the team together, just laying underneath everything else. And then this is where you'll start your movement from. As you're going through a chord chart, when we go to the 4, you'll keep your thumb on that glue of the 1. Or just drop to the 4 with other finger, go to a 6, back to the 1. Now this 1-5 home base is the same thing we play whether you're playing a 1 or a 5, either one. So that's kind of the simple way to do it. There are times, and we'll talk about it more in a video that we'll call more of an advanced movement, but sometimes we'll talk about just framing that movement inside of the 1 octave. So I may throw my pinky on that other 1, and we'll still just create our movement. I'm on a 4 now, to the 6, back to the 5. So that sounds incredibly simple, because it is. So I mean, whenever we're playing a song, and there's a lot of songs that I literally keep that simple. On my, I may with my left hand play the progression of whatever we're doing. So there's my 1, 4, 6, 5, back to the 1, and that's just where we stay. So that's kind of your home base. That's the simple place to start. We'll talk about some advanced movement later. One quick tip for how I learned the Nashville number system so kind of quickly was when I first started, I would take my chord chart, print it out, and above every number, I would write the letter I was supposed to play that particular week on that. As I began to get familiar with those scales, at the top of my page, I would write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, the chord that coordinated with that And so as I'm looking through my chart, I might forget what a 4 is, but I could quickly glance up and see that when I'm in C, it's an F, and I could go right back to it. And just through that practice, it just begins to kind of come natural. Now, I almost hate you seeing a chord chart with letters. That confuses me more than my Nashville number system. So it may seem confusing at first. Hang in there, you'll get it. Use it to find your home base. We'll see you on the next video, guys.